Yo guys, what is up? Welcome to So Crypto, your home for today. I'm your host Martin, and today we're going to be looking at, is Bitcoin doomed? Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome. If you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button and the bell. That way you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with me, whenever the stream is done, join me on the Discord. Links will be going out here shortly, pinned at the top of the chat, right? Yo, Facts, what is up, my friend? Thank you very much for being here, man. All right, let's get rolling. Let's see about crypto, man. Moving down a bit, bringing that 20 moving average, 2.02%. All right. Not quite the expansion of the Bollinger Bands that we're looking for, but, they're still tightening a bit more now, right? We can still see them coming in a little bit more, meaning we're still expecting to see a wild move coming in. I'm just hoping it's not going to be a moving down, although we are expecting a moving down still, as we believe we have not bottomed out yet. So, neutral at 40.67. And with that, that's it. There's really nothing else developing here that we could go and look at. Getting that cross of the MACD under the signal line. You're going to start making negative momentum with no bullish divergence. No bullish divergence to be created. So let's go check out Bitcoin. All right, waiting for Bitcoin to load. Here we go. Come on. Come on, Bitcoin. Load up. Here we go. Alrighty, so we are getting that movement again, similar as with market cap, breaking that 20 moving average, also rejecting that 19,666. Like I said, we don't want to break that 20. Breaking the 20 puts us in a position where we could still be looking for more sell-off, right? So that expansion of the Bollinger Bands could be to the downside. Nothing bearish, bullish divergence. Again, we got a rally, found to go higher than the previous high. Right now, we're also at the same low that we were back here, so not all hope is lost. We could still try to rally throughout the day and go up to that 20 moving average at 19,409. Neutral at 42.90, right? That's about it. The 4-hour chart, man. Yeah, dropping more. So we're already looking for that bullish divergence. So we got our pop, hit that 20 or close to 20. Then we're getting our movement down, further down, right? So we are, again, now triggering this divergence the way we want to look at it. If you remember yesterday, I did make that comment that it was not the way we want to look at it because we were anchoring from negative momentum to less negative momentum, but not a strong red, right? So not a strong red bar. Now we're anchoring it to a strong red bar, meaning there is strong bullish divergence without the possibility of action to the upside. We don't have it against the RSI, it's just against the MACD. So you should be looking hopefully for a movement up. It's strong bullish divergence. And on the 1-hour chart, we were looking for that bullish divergence. Got our pop. I don't think we created anything bearish here. Maybe we did afterwards. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah, price is about going sideways, and then we're coming up a bit and coming up a bit. So there was nothing bearish here on the 1-hour chart. And if you remember yesterday, I said we're probably going to play more of the 4-hour and the daily. All right, against the MACD, there's really not a lot going on here, and everything I'm looking at right now is against the RSI, and there is strong bullish as well. That could be a sign that the trend is weakening, and we should be looking for some action to the upside. We'll do pop a 20 moving average at 19,231. It's gonna be a good target. Again, daily, not a lot going on. 4-hour bullish divergence now to a real red. Negative momentum, right? Not this light red, but a deep red. And now on the 1-hour chart as well, right? Yeah. Working Facts says, been training the bloodhounds and ignoring markets lately. Yes, that is good. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason also streams are short. There's really no reason to look at this until we get a move. We're confirmed move. We're expanding the Bollinger Bands to the downside, not with a lot of strength yet. How do we know when there's strength in the move? Well, they tend to go opposites. Look at this. We dropped, and the drop was so intense that the Bollinger Bands also expanded to the upside here. They're kind of moving down with us as we're moving down, so we're just like basically channeling down. So we're not getting that expansive, strong move to the downside here, right? So, man, let's go to the Ethereum, man, see what's happening there. Not expecting to see anything different. Ethereum at 1,278. Let's get this on the daily, bro. Here we go. All right. So trying to stay above right now. We're breaking that channel, that 1,287 to 1,292, and we're trying to go for that 1,261. Hopefully we can find support there. And again, not really seeing a lot as far as a drop. About the same low that we were back here. Something that we can call on yet. And yeah, not a lot, man. It would not be weird if we see a drop to the 1,000. What is down here? 1,153, and then create some bullish divergence, and then try to rally. I mean, just the market don't look that great, right? And we've been saying it for a while, and you know, it's just the truth. The market's not there. Bullish divergence strong on the 4-hour, just like you know, Bitcoin. Starting to develop it nicely here, and without the possibility fraction of the upside. Here we did hit that 20 moving average, rejected it, so thus we're moving lower. So as we broke this previous low here, right? It's supposed to be a quick drop. Now oversold at 23.80. So again, looking for a moving up right now, particularly to 1,292, and if we do get above that target at 20 moving average at 1,317. Bearish divergence strong, action to downside, right? We had that on the daily yesterday when we looked at it. Look at that afterwards. This is when we were live. We were live in this candle. Broke the 20, rejected. Broke the hit the 20, rejected. Just dropping farther and farther down every time, right? Coming in lower, more negative momentum, lower on the RSI. Here we might have something. It's gonna be from way back here. Barely there, man. It looks like bullish divergence strong against the RSI, but on a larger move, which, again, that's fine. Looking for a potential moving up. Target at 1,292. Really not seeing a lot, guys. It's just, market's not that great. I haven't looked at XRP, but I'm assuming it's probably doing something similar. All right, XRP is trying to hold at 49 cents, but it did drop, right? And we're already looking for that movement down. If you remember yesterday, we set strong bearish, had a resistance, dropped down, 20 moving average. We already hit it. Trying to hold support there, which is good and interesting. To find that support, we could be looking for a pump, right? But that was what we called for yesterday. For our chart, get a look. Bearish divergence strong, getting that moving down. Hit the 20, failed, right? It held support there briefly, but until ultimately we failed. And we're moving down. And on the 1-hour chart, it would not be weird if we have something similar. Bearish divergence strong. We were live somewhere around here. Look at that. It hit that 20, finally broke it, rejected, and moved farther down. Nothing bullish, right? Coming in lower with more negative momentum and lower on the RSI. So XRP, again, if Bitcoin pumps, it's going to likely follow it, but it's not doing its own thing right now. It is just trying to hold a little bit better on the fact that it's bouncing off a 20 moving average on the daily, but it's really not doing a lot. Really not doing a lot, guys. Check out ADA here real quick and see what's going on there. 8 at 39. Oh no, we broke the 40 cent. Especially the Bollinger Bands to the downside after we moved sideways for a bit, right? All right, let's see what's going on here, man. Is it gonna load? Yeah, here we go. All right, on daily, we're looking for that bullish divergence again, failing moving sideways with the market. Bitcoin dropped, thus we dropped 5%, quite a bit more. And again, same bullish divergence. Here we're anchoring to a strong red. Try to hold, rallied, but again, the market was really not there, like we said. And look at that, bullish divergence strong, potential fraction of the upside now. Broke the 40 cent mark, man. Broke the 40 cent mark. We hadn't done that in a while since you know, we took that quick dive back here, and we're getting about the same level, that 38.5, right? We could be dropping 37 cents. Would not be weird if we see a movement there. Might still hold that bullish divergence. Really nothing else going on here on the daily 4-hour chart. Dropping more negative momentum, lower still. Oversold at 14.80. The only thing that gives me some kind of hope here is that we're oversold. We should be cooling off eventually. I try to reach that 40 cent mark. I'm not sure we're going to get above it. James A, what's up, dude? that dropped more lower. That oversold 21.5. So the only rally we're expecting to see here is some kind of reaction rally to the 40-cent mark. I'm good, man. I'm tired. I didn't get the best night sleep. And this 3D printing business is it's fun. Still not generating a lot of quotes that are, miss with clients. Some nice projects coming through though. And that is fun, but it's tiring because people just, expect you to answer every time. So like before I started the stream, I was quoting something and it was delaying me because the client had a lot of questions, and it's like, that's fine. But again, it's part of starting a business, and you have to put in the time at first. So yeah, hey, the kids, what's up, my friend? Mr. Iswa, Mr. Lockham, what's up, dude? What is the latest reprint project? Well, personal one, I have a Batman and Family project. My wife asked me to print a Mickey Mouse 3D, about, how tall is it? I'm gonna estimate it at around 9 inches tall, and a Minnie Mouse for Christmas that is also a 9-inch tall, a resin model that need to be painted. Have some Santa Clauses and some small Spartans that need to be painted as well. I have a lot of things that are printed that need to get painted. I also have a Batgirl that son of a friend asked for, that I still need to have her sanded and painted. And then yeah, everything else has been going on is just for clients. So I've been delivering. Someone asked for a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man head, and a Willem Dafoe Green Goblin head, and a Green Goblin helmet. So we got those done, delivered, and I guess people buy action figures of different sizes, and then they just don't like the heads that come with them, and they just order new heads to be 3D printed so they can put whatever they want. So yeah, that's something that's been going on the 3D printing aspect. Someone asked for Snake from Metal Gear Solid at 2 inches tall. So he asked for one, I printed it, delivered it. It's so small, and it is a big model. The model itself, it's over 2 feet tall, and the guy wanted it 5 centimeters. So obviously a lot of things don't translate properly, like the cigar, the muscle from the 3D resin printed small gun that the this thing is holding, and like those things become extremely fragile. So what I'm seeing happening here is, obviously I get delivered to the client, his wife broke it, and he asked for 2 more pieces, and I told him, look man, they're extremely fragile, you have to be careful because this was not made to be printed this small. So the details, yes, they're there, but they're not meant to be handled at this size. So they're meant to be printed at 2 feet tall model. So printing it at half, like a fraction of that size, at 2 inches, right? It's not what you should be looking for. So he had IT business for 10 years now, and it can't be that way. Yeah, dude. Interesting. Someone said, hey man, how's it going? What's the safest way to go up with accumulating in bear markets? Is it good question. I would say right now it's a holding time. You can add a little bit. I would just not be adding a lot right now, right? And like I said, I'm more into cash than I am onto holding assets for now. Part of the reason is I need to, or I believe the markets have not bottomed, and so long as the dollar keeps on strengthening, we're going to see the markets drop more. So for me, there's no point on buying right now when there's a strong belief that the markets are still going to go down. So could you buy? Yeah, but I would not be putting a lot. You might buy a little bit, and if it drops out a little bit more, and then a little bit more as it keeps on dropping, but that way if it starts to rally from here, you can also add on to your position. But I think I don't think the markets are super clear, and for now, some upside, some potential action to upside, right? Your biggest downfall, not charging people. Yeah, I don't even start the printer until someone's paid 50% advance, and then the rest is against delivery of the piece. So that's how we roll for the 3D printer business. Some people don't like it, but I don't care. I'm not gonna waste resources when I don't even have a deposit. It shows that the people are serious. And if they say, like, I don't believe or I don't trust them, whatever, it's not about trust. Trust is earned. So if they keep bringing business, and yes, we could start, maybe doing some leeway on I'll start the project and then you can pay me afterwards. But yeah, no delivery until there's payment and things like that. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Can I do coin? Yeah, we can check out coin. We'll come back into Bitcoin in a second, right? I know some of you guys requested Bitcoin just to get advantage to talk a little bit in general stuff, but coin, do I see accumulation? Kinda. There again, there was bullish divergence by coming in lower here. Less of that negative momentum and higher on that RSI. It's just not playing with strength. I'm not sure if this is just following the market, right? It's very likely just following the crypto market. We're below 20 moving average right now. Tomorrow, if the markets keep on dropping throughout the day or throughout the night, we might open into a red day, after market and pre-market for stocks. But I think this is very crypto related, man, right? For coin. And I think that we should be looking at is whether or not crypto is still going to be stagnating around the 20,000, 18 to 23,000, we could say, area, or if we're just going to drop to 12K, call it over with, and then start looking for action to upside, which I think is what we should just, just rip off the bandage, right? It's like we're waiting for it to either decide if this is the bottom or just get a drop or get a move. If it's not the bottom, just take us to the bottom, right? Drop to 12K, drop to that 9K, close whatever gaps we have to the downside. Then we can look for movements to the upside. And then everything's going to be green. Crypto-related stocks are going to be doing good. Crypto in general is going to start recovering. And then we're all going to be golden. But for now, it's just like, oh, man, are we going to drop or are we going to pump from where we're at? And crypto, to be honest, is not being really clear. I just don't think the market's strong enough right now. Right? So I don't see... I guess we could say there's accumulation. But, I would just basically say, be careful, man. Below 20 on the weekly. I think we're below the 20 on the daily. Not really seeing a lot that we can play with here, right? So yeah, it's just not there, man. I think once we broke this line, I think we broke it already, yeah. So once we broke this line, we rejected it once, twice, 3 times. We went short-term bullish, and then it's just not strong enough because the market's not there, right? So let's do this is a dollar index, right? We haven't done dollar index in a while. 113, still recovering, right? It's just insane. The dollar just keeps on strengthening. On weeklies, it's doing a weekly high again, right? On the last couple of times we've looked at this, we know there's higher levels. But for the short-term move, we're still seeing strengthening, right? We're still seeing strengthening on the dollar. So it means other assets are not going to be doing as good. Yeah, I'm just not seeing a lot going on here. It's gonna hold us, but daily again, still looking for recovery. Yeah, hidden divergence, by the way, bullish for that recovery here. And yeah, 3D printing is interesting, man. I like it. A lot of people come with a lot of projects. I hate that you don't get the charge to quote. Sometimes it takes time to grab the file. Sometimes they're not good, so you have to repair them. It's done digitally, it just takes time, and then you have to save them, and then you have to load them again, and then reorient them, and then have it go put the supports, and then you get the quote, right? But all that takes time, and that's time that you don't get paid for, right? So some people sometimes don't have the file, and they need you to, look it up for them because they don't even know how to look it up. And that takes time to go find a file that they like and they're comfortable with, and then again, that's just time that you're wasting looking for the file. So I'm thinking about starting to charge for some of those times. Like if the file needs repairing, charge for that, and then if the file needs to be looked up, also charge for that, because it just takes time out of my day to go and look up a file, right? And then download it and then make sure they like it, and then sometimes resize it, reorient it, things like that, then put it up for printing. But all that takes time, and it is considering the quote to some extent. Some of the time, I do consider the quote, not all of it. If I were to consider all of the time, I think I would be out of the market more often, and probably people would not be working with us. But yeah, it's interesting, man. I have some small Spartans here on the side that they'll need to be cured, or fully cured, I guess we could say. I like the way they came out. They're personal projects that I printed for myself, the small Spartans. They look cool. I just think it maybe slightly bigger, they would be looking a lot better. They are about the size of, if you're played Warhammer or any of these games, or those minis, they're about those size. But since these are realist looking, and not chunky, Space Marines or chunky Sigmar, armies of Sigmar or whatever, the legs are super skinny, the feet are super skinny. The details are really good on the prints. It's just that they're so small that I really would have just rather print this at double the size, and I think that would be looking much better, because all that detail would be much easier to paint. It would be much easier to look at and appreciate. So I'm thinking about doubling up some of these Spartans that I have here, along with Leonidas and a Spartan general that came with the army, which again is pretty cool. But yeah, it's then obviously I can't charge the wife for her 3D printed Christmas stuff she asked for, which again just consumed a lot of material, but I don't get paid for that. But it's good. I mean, the return on 3D printing is really good. I would say if let's say a roll of filament cost me $25 or something like that, I turned that into 100. All right, so I basically earn sorry, not 100, 200. That's how much one roll of filament nets me. So it's per the roll of filament's 1 kilo, and then I earn $200 in that. So it's a good return on 3D printing, and also on resin it's about the same. If it's a kilo of resin, and resin is around 34 bucks, the kilo of resin is netting me around $300. So it's a good return on printing, and all that covers electricity some of the time, etc. So I'm not super worried about it. It's just taking time to get it to where it's fast enough or turning around enough money to where it's a nice supplement, right? Sometimes a week I'm turning in $200, $300, $400, $500 on a good week. And then some weeks are more or less dead. So yeah, it's not a sustainable thing for now. It's not about quantity of machines either. I have 3 machines working. It's just sometimes people find 3D printing is more expensive than they wanted. Right? It's like someone wanted things for free. They're like, oh, it's more expensive than I was expecting. Well, what do you expect, man? It's material, it's time. Some 3D prints, particularly on resin, the most they print it's 24 hours. That's the highest it goes on height. But for filament, I had prints that go for 3 days, 4 days, and it's not like I can just stop that print and start something else, right? It has to finish that process. And that machine is not going to produce any more money for me until that print is done. So some of these long-term prints, obviously people don't understand that they cost more because they take time, and it's time that I cannot just say, well, that printer's not, it doesn't matter if it doesn't work, right? No, that printer needs to make money. That money needs to have, it needs to net me some good return, because I could probably turn around into small jobs that pay a lot better than that big job that's just gonna take a long time for very little return. So yeah, it's interesting though. But yeah, people definitely want everything for free, man. Anyways, yeah, Back to Bitcoin, then we're going to be wrapping up. All right, Bitcoin below 20, below 1,000, 19,666, right? We've talked about this. We talked about this area. We talked about the importance of being above it. Below it, again, we should be looking at potentially to expansion of the volume bands to the downside and that expansive move to come. Is it a set thing? Not yet. We're still trying to hold at this previous low that we had here. That could give us hope that this bullish divergence is still going to trigger. I think so long as we stay above this previous low, we're still safe. Drop a bit, maybe try to recover from there. But, you know, it's not looking really strong. Just the market's not looking really strong in general, right? So for our chart, bullish divergence strong, potential for actually the upside, targeted 20 moving average, which is again a nice thing to have. And then on the 1 hour chart, we also have that strong bullish against the RSI. Should be looking for that 20 moving average at 19,231. And we're gonna see where things go there, right? Anyways, Gallantary painting, good thing I sold a long time ago. My gosh, yeah, right? I know. That's why I'm more heavy onto cash right now as well. I would not be touching the market right now, shorting or longing. I just think it's super risky. I don't see a clear move. It's just it's gonna be the Wild West. It could either pump like crazy or dump like crazy. I think we are more likely to dump than we are to rally. You know, but still yet to be seen, right? I do believe we still have this move to go, this third leg, right? 1, 2, 3. Or like when we were talking about these moves, right? We had our first drop sideways, right? Drop up, down, up. Drop down, up, down, up. We haven't gotten that new up, so we're due for that impulse up. But it's just the market looks super weak. We're not getting any clear indication as to where the market wants to go. Right? And no point in speculating. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the content, hit the like, the bell, and the sub. Join us on the Discord. Link's gone out, pinned at the top of the chat. Remember that all the information that is provided here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. On that note, thank you for watching. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.